Watch out.
You're gonna stab me. Okay, there.
Alright, here.
Alright, bro.
You gotta open the top, dude.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. I'm gonna be $10. No.
Oh, it's empty.
Start it up.
What's good?
Actually bad.
First off, if you haven't met me, I'm Ben Weisner. I'm the actual director of the program, but I haven't been around a lot, so I want to try to make time to come and say hi to everyone. And we really appreciate everything that you guys do for us as coaches. And you know, I'm really proud of this program, and I'm really proud of the people who are a part of it. I think this year was one of our best years, one of our biggest years for free ski and snowboard, with how many athletes that we had and how many families are participating. And you know, every time I come home, I just hear stories of good vibes, and that's what it's all about. Our motto is good kids, great athletes. We want your kids to be good ambassadors of the mountain and stewards of the mountain and just good kids in general, and then the great athletes after that. So I hope that we're doing that, and the only way that we can do that is because of all of these guys and girls right here. We've been running this program for about 15 years, and I think this year we really nailed it with the staff. I'm so proud of all of these guys and girls. That we couldn't do it without them, and they really do work hard, and so they're well deserved. Next thing that we should say thank you to, or thank you for, is all of you parents. You guys make that drive up, or you live here, or you sacrifice all these other things that these kids don't know about. They want to go do fun things too, but instead they come up here and they support you. So all you kids should give these parents a big round of applause.
Yeah!
You should all try to do something nice for your parents this weekend. Now onto some things that I want to sort of celebrate. We had a really amazing season across the board. Free ski, big mountain, snowboard, big mountain, and snowboard in general, everything. First off, congratulations to all those who made it to nationals or got nominated for nationals or got on a podium. That was really awesome. We had another really amazing year out at nationals because the tradition has come back again when we walk in as Mammoth and everyone goes, oh crap, Mammoth's here, because they know that we've got some shredders. The Big Mountain team went out. We had our first year of our snowboard Big Mountain. Went out and rode really, really well and had some great successes out there. And then our free ski Big Mountain team were crushing it too. So let's hear it for those guys. And then in our elite programs, we had free ski and snowboard going to Junior Worlds. We had them podiuming them in multiple disciplines and representing our team and our country for the first time. It was very, very exciting. Rev Tour, we got a bunch of podiums there. And Grand Prix, we had some of our athletes for the first time stepping up to the really pro level. So congrats to those guys and girls. You guys are crushing it. Keep working hard. That's about it from me. I'm going to turn it over to Morgan.
I just wanted to say thank you for a great year so far. We still got a couple weeks left with extended training and all of the fun to be had there. Keep an eye on your inbox. Ben has a really cool opportunity coming out. So keep an eye on your inbox. It'll be on the weekends, but check that out. Yeah, really, I just can't say thank you enough to the kids, the parents, and the coaches for one, making my life easy and being able to come out and see kids ripping everywhere. It's pretty awesome when I get to come out and I'm like, oh man, I remember this little guy trying out for team and now he's board sliding a box or doing a jump or any of that kind of stuff, all the way up to like the elite guys where it's like, I used to ride with them all the time and now I just get to see glimpses of their world and it's pretty cool to see what you guys are doing. Moving on to awards. This is the funnest part of the year. We're giving away 3 awards. So the first award is Crash of the Year, and that goes to the athlete. This is not about an athlete that crashes, gets wrecked, is in the hospital. It's not about that. Like, with Crash of the Year, we celebrate kids getting out there and trying, right? Kids falling on a box, smashing their knee, getting back up, going back up, landing that trick. Maybe it's a kid, there's a lot that I have in my brain, but a kid knuckling a jump, getting tomahawk down the landing, getting back up, coming back up, next lap, getting the speed back, the next lap, landing the trick for the first time. So that's Crash of the Year. The next one is Most Improved. That's a pretty easy one, right? So just whatever the coaches have seen out there, what they've seen from the beginning of the year to now, and how the athlete has progressed through the season. And then the most prestigious one is Athlete of the Year. Athlete of the Year is a kid who not only is standing on podiums, winning contests, landing runs, but it's a kid that's a good kid. a kid that's there giving their friends a high five when they land a trick, a kid that supports everybody, a kid that whether it's a free ski athlete or a snowboard team athlete, they're there cheering on their friends at the contest. They're cheering on everybody over at awards. But Athlete of the Year really encompasses kind of what we believe as a team. And there's a lot of heavy names on there, from Judd and Dusty to Chloe and Maddie and everything like that. I'm gonna pass it over to the free ski guys. We're gonna start with free ski Big Mountain.
Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Noah. I coach the Big Mountain team. Just want to say it's been a super sick year coaching. I'm going to be presenting Most Improved. This was not an easy one for me. I had a lot of kids that improved a lot this season. But this one came out as his first year on team, and in 2 months he was on top of the group, and it was really impressive to see that much work out of an athlete. So it was dope. He also has a really good attitude every single day, has not complained once. So that's another thing that we really look for, is just having a good attitude. So I want to bring up Elias Erickson.
Hi everyone, my name is Rachel. This is my first year coaching at Mammoth. And I came from the East Coast, so we don't have big bowls and stuff like this. So for the Crash of the Year, when I saw this athlete slide from the top of Climax to the very bottom, over a cliff, and she pops her little head up and she goes, "I'm fine." I was totally blown away, could not believe it. So Crash of the Year is going to Anna Swisher!
And then, hello, I'm Mike. I also coach on the Big Mountain team. If I could just really quickly give a shout out on Noah's group. We also had Aiden, who I think made insane progress. And honestly, everyone in Noah's group went from not jumping all that much to everyone's threeing everywhere. Like, that whole group could get Most Improved. And for Crash of the Year, I also had an athlete, Jack Swisher. I just want to give him a shout out. First comp of this year, first competition ever, first cliff exploded. Yeah. And came down, had like fire in his eyes, and went and found every single cliff for the rest of the day and completely changed his attitude for the whole year, like really leveled up. So I want to give shout out to them. And then for my Athlete of the Year, I don't know if he's here right now. There's a lot. This whole team crushed as far as togetherness and everyone supporting each other. But for this year, we have one athlete who showed up and he's texting me every other day. He's like, "Can I do a cork 7? Should I backflip this? Is this video cool? What do I think about here?" So he's always getting after. He really wants it. He's put in work. He got 2 top 10 finishes at comps this year. Carver Ruddick, for me, Athlete of the Year. I believe he's not here, so I'll give him the award. Yes, that's all.
Evo free ski.
Yes, God.
Yo.
Crash of the Year. So, I'm Scott, if you don't know me, and I've seen a lot of crashes over the last however many years. I've never seen anything like this crash. It just goes to show you what about 1/10 of a second and 2 millimeters does. Luca Christensen.
Oh, good
The next award's going to Most Improved for the Devo group. This was tough because we had a lot of kids who improved a lot. It's the same in every age group, but it's always hard to choose one person who we feel improved the most. But this athlete, I'm going to have to split and say she was only here half the days as a lot of the other kids. However, she still learned just as many tricks. And she did amazing in all 3 events at Nationals, and she got 4th place overall at Nationals. I'd like to announce Olivia, Tally, and Vernon. And then the Athlete of the Year, we don't have a plaque for. But this athlete is basically hungry to ski every day, full of energy. Pretty much learned all 4 270s, all 4 360s, all 4 540s this year. He did awesome in all the events at nationals. I didn't know he could be so fast in the skier cross because we never trained for that, but he was in basically the finals. Ethan Campbell gets athlete of the year. Ethan, come up and get your high five at least.
Yeah, you gotta come up here for a photo.
Just hold it for a sec.
Hey everyone, I'm David. I coach the junior team. We're going to start with the crash of the year. This next athlete, she joined team. This is her first year. Crushed it all season, stepping up to bigger rails, bigger jumps. There was one day in particular we were all checking speed for the big jumps in the Grand Prix line. She took a deep breath, dropped in, followed her teammates, hit the first one, and then pretty much straight lined into that second jump. Did not hold back at all. Had enough time in the air to scream twice. The video currently has 5.5 million views on TikTok. So I'd like to call Taylor Herring for Crash of the Year.
5.5 mil! Enough time to scream twice.
Did they get the video on her and post it on TikTok?
Next award is most improved. This next athlete came out just about 5 days a week, like every day. Always got after it. Maybe not for the whole session, but like at least gave me like a few runs of 110% energy, took a bunch of slams, always got back up, never like shied down at all. So I'd like to call up Isla Breland, wherever she is. Come on up. All right, and the last one, super stoked on this guy. Crushed it. Last year, coaching him during spring camp, I was pulling teeth. Totally turned it around. Hungry as like can be. The most passionate about skiing I think I've ever coached. Cold days, it's windy. I'm like, hey guys, how do we feel about a cocoa break? He's like, nah, I want to go hike a rail. Crushing it, spinning big jumps. Super hyped to see how far you've come. And you make me excited to come ski every day. So Lucas, come on up.
Getting after it in the rails. We got the big dogs. We saved the best for last.
Oh wait, what about junior snowboard?
Hi everyone, my name is Nick. I'm the lead pre-ski coach. We'll start off with the crash of the year. I don't think he's out here, but we'll talk about it. My crash of the year, actually, I'll start off with saying we did not have many crashes on the elite team this year that were worthy of this award. We had a lot of successful athletes, which is great, but then it made my job hard figuring this out. Up until about 3 weeks ago. I want to give my award to Emil Painter. This crash was the silliest crash I've ever seen. He fell on a rail and managed to flip off of it while falling. And just for that to happen and him to get up and hit the rail again next time is phenomenal. So give it up to Emil.
Yeah, Micah!
You can Micah!
Emil Painter!
Yeah, Emil!
Alright, this next award that I have is the most improved. I'm going to start off by saying the beginning of the season was a little tough. We had almost no snow for a little while. We got a lot of snow and then it's none again, right? This athlete came in kind of a slow start. We didn't have many jumps. We only had a couple rails. Once competition season came around, the light clicked. And this athlete went from 0 to 100 and was unstoppable all the way up into World Juniors. So I want to give this award to Kate Gray for most improved. And then Athlete of the Year. This award is a tough decision for me to make. I only have a few athletes. Again, like I said, a slow start to the season, but once this competition
starts happening. Then the kids kick it into gear and they really get that energy. I've only been with this athlete for a couple years, but I've seen him go from only being able to do simple spins to now every single flip for a basic trick. So I want to give this award to Hayden Higashi.
Yeah, Hayden!
Blue all over your face. Yeah, I see you. So thank you guys.
And it's the most improved of 2020.
Alright, dude.
I just want to give a shout out to all the minis. Everyone improved so drastically this year. It's like absolutely insane. Given the conditions and just these past few weeks, I've seen some serious growth from everyone. So just want to give a shout out to all you guys. And then one more shout out specifically. This is a hard one to decide, but McKenna, I just wanted to give you a shout out and say you were amazing this year. You went from not making the team initially to crazy improvement. So good job, McKenna.
Good job, McKenna.
Alrighty, so most improved is Roy Sill.
Let's go, Roy! Get up here, Roy!
He started his
Roy went from his first day coming out to tryouts. We were not convinced that he knew how to stop on his snowboard, and now he's board sliding boxes.
Show him all the trophies. Stay up here, okay, dude? Oh, me now?
Your doggy
All
is
right,
here.
so I'm presenting. Hi, I'm Coach Max. I'm presenting Crash of the Year. As we had stated, that this is not for like who broke themselves off and went to the hospital, but for someone who encapsulates what it means to slam and get back up and ride. This rider in particular, I've been working with for 2 seasons now, and she this year has shown me what it means to take a hit, shake it off, and get back up and keep on riding. She's been riding like she's a quarterback of a football team, just slam after slam. And that rider is Riley Courtnell. Yeah, Riley.
All right, guys, we got a couple people that we want to mention. Everyone did really good this year in minis, but there's definitely some standouts. I myself, I want to give Bodie Calhoun a shout out. You killed it.
Bravo! I want to give Amos a shout out for being here every day, being my mellow days with famous Amos homie. Keep it up.
Yeah, and then I want to give a shout out to Levi for always having a good attitude.
Yeah, Levi. All right, guys, we're going to give the mini shred of the year to someone that, most of all, always had a good attitude. It's a big, important part of it. Encouraging teammates. If someone fell, he was there to pick him back up, talk to him. If he fell, he was willing to try it again. This athlete went out to nationals, didn't even compete. They just supported the whole team. So we want to give this award to Ziggy Wagon.
Big Mountain.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan. I'm a Big Mountain snowboard coach. This is my first year coaching up here. I grew up on the team. Ben was my coach when I was younger, and so it's an honor to be back. Big Mountain was a blast this year. I loved it. Loved all my kids. It was a new adventure for me. I've never been part of free riding or anything, and I don't think any of these kids have either, besides maybe Caden. But I had 3 kids this year, and it was hard to choose between them because this was all kind of new for them too. But anyway, 2 of them are not here today, so Morgan, you're nominated for Most Improved of the Year. He showed up this year, and honestly, he was sending it the biggest. So this award, I'm giving it to him because he was sending it the biggest, but he had a little control issue with he was going too big. So I had to tone him down a little bit because he was just used to just going for it, going all out. And he really did at the competitions, and he was sending it as big as he could. But towards the end of the season, he started learning to control himself and know his limits and his capabilities. And I hope you just continue to be growing and learning your own abilities. So, Caden Klassen, he's not here. He got Athlete of the Year. He was showing up every day, wind, crappy snow, crappy weather, crappy conditions, putting all his heart into it, riding as hard as he could, and he made it epic, and so I just want to give him a mention. And Reef Applebaum as well. I gave him Crash of the Year. Fun fact, all three of my kids this year, Morgan sprained his ankle, Reef broke his wrist, and Caden sprained his ankle. So they could all get Crash of the Year, and they're all back and they're all riding hard, but yeah, Reef got it. So.
Yeah.
Snowboard Devo.
Alright, hi, I'm Tyler. Man, I'm doing Crash of the Year. What can I say about this girl? I've seen her take so many slams this year, get right back up, get right back on the chair, and get the trick she wanted to do. But the fall that really took them all was that border cross. I don't know if you guys saw the first hit. The first hit on the first day was super wavy, and all the kids were getting bucked. It was mayhem. Well, she gets into her run, and she gets bucked and ends up completely like tabletoped, and she rolls around, lands on her back. And all year we tell the kids, finish your run. Whether you're in the half pipe, slope style, or border cross, finish your run, keep going if you fall, you know, finish strong. She finished strong and came up and finished second. I was over the moon. She crushed it. This goes to Miss Evan Borowski.
Hi everyone, my name is Gela and I coach the Devo team. This is the Most Improved Award, and this athlete that I picked out early on had a really rough start. In fact, at one point we weren't even sure if they were qualified to stay on the team or if they had to like try it back next year. And I remember back in December, like early this year, they had to take a couple of weeks off, and I was so concerned that that meant that that gap is going to be even further and they're going to have to like be dropped out of the team. And this athlete came back and it was just night and day difference. I don't know what they did in the last couple of weeks, but they came back hitting everything, just kind of really stepping it up. And they started off with hitting disco pads, white boxes, and by the end of the season, this athlete was doing 180s out of rails. And this athlete is Ashton.
Hi everyone, my name is Jarrett. I coach on the Devo team. I've been asked to present our Rider Athlete of the Year. So we had a hard time deciding who was going to get Athlete of the Year because everyone has been shredding so hard this season. So we wanted to give it to an athlete that not only is a good rider and shows dedication and hard work, but has a great attitude and shows incredible leadership through their team and has companions in their team and is always encouraging others. That to us makes Athlete of the Year. So I could count on both hands a number of athletes to give honorable mentions to. But this year, for Devo team, Rider of the Year goes to Maxwell McCarthy.
was amazing. The timing, everything was incredible.
Thank you for your
I'm the
help.
only junior team freestyle coach, so like my athletes, you're going to have to hear me talk a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm going to start with Crash of the Year. This is not only Crash of the Year. This award also goes to the strongest, most well-developed ankles on the junior team, possibly throughout the entire MMSST program. This award goes to Lana Rocker. Yeah, Lana. Yeah. Stay up here. We're taking a picture. You want to hold it? Yeah. Next award goes to Most Improved Rider of the Year. This rider, oh my goodness. I don't even think that he had actually even hit a box for the first time in his life when he joined team. He was a little bit timid, a little bit nervous for that. He's applied himself so much this season. He's doing front threes off of Forest. He's clearing the sidecar of South Park easy. If we had a little more time with South, I'm sure he'd be clearing the big side. And now he's getting front threes off of rails and tubes. So we're absolutely stoked. This athlete's name, Lior Malka. Next award, the Rider of the Year award goes to Kate Delson.
Should say crashes for the multiple times this kid or this athlete got an ass beating. He showed a lot of determination, perseverance, and grit no matter what. Whether he's falling, landing tricks, learning something new, it doesn't matter. Multiple times, knee to his chin with a bloody mouth. I'm hoping that when he grows up a little bit, that won't happen as much because he's just a little guy right now. There was one occasion we were practicing for half pipe competition in North Star, and he under-rotated a trick, face went into the wall. Blood everywhere. I thought he was going to need some kind of surgery on his tongue. It looks kind of gross. Missed that day in practice, came back for competition next day, and got second place without practicing. So he shows a lot of determination. This kid is strong, tough as nails. Crashes of the Year goes to the one and only Ewan Tomine. This year on the elite team, we had a lot of young grumps come in and join us this year, and everyone there improved. This is really difficult. There was a lot of improvement amongst the whole team, but this athlete kind of, I would say, had hit a little moment in their career where things weren't really changing too much. But then in the last part of the season, something just ignited. And this athlete just started making these huge changes, and her riding just became something completely different. It was like a whole new person. So this year, our most improved is going to go to Kinsley White. And then just the Rider of the Year, and why do we do these things? We celebrate failures and crashes and things like that because that's what we're trying to teach the kids. Get up, try again. That's what we want to do, right? Why most improved? Because you work your butt off and you need a pat on the back for that. But the Rider of the Year and the Athlete of the Year can be a combination of so many different things, and I heard some great stories from these coaches. This year, our Athlete of the Year was a very big debate between the three of us, and it was really tough and lonely. So we had big shout outs to Kinsley White, B. Kim, Liz and Levko,
Jack, Ewan, Michaela. I could pretty much name the whole team. Everybody really, it's a really cool group, and everyone's getting into the whole thing. Ronan, okay, bro, Ronan, yeah. I'm really looking for it. Kaylee, most improved, like everybody did so well. It's really hard to pick this one. So we kind of went with a little bit of a bad thing, but it's a good thing at the same time. We picked the athlete that absolutely destroyed every competition she entered this year. Won Junior Worlds, won every Rev Tour, won Futures Tour, everything like that. Go on, Choi.